this day and age, most of the people that listen to hip hop, they'll say, all of the stories are related. Everybody goes through the same thing. It's how you deliver it. It's being able to have the gift of taking a legendary song and making it yours.
And literally making it into your own.
Yeah. Literally making it into yours. That song "I'm Nice" is a remix to "One Mic" by Nas. That's a legend. And some people that hear that song thought it was mine.
Absolutely.
So
sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So that's what I think being lyrical is, just playing with the words and just knowing how to deliver it different from somebody else.
In the song also, you were able, you talk about you being in different situations and how you were able to control those situations. Going through school, going to college, playing ball professionally. Is there someone in your life who taught you how to think about the bigger picture?
Yeah, it was always, I always had guidance from a lot of older people around me, but when somebody changes, you got to change when you want to change. Everybody can tell you this is what you should do, but you got to come to the conclusion to do it whenever you're ready. So, I had older guys in my neighborhood, like my boy Mike Senior, Kiddo, Terrence, my manager, telling me that, when they saw me play basketball, they had belief in me that I could get out the neighborhood. And they told me the right things because they knew I was in the streets doing things I shouldn't have been doing. But, stuff like that still stick in my head today,
And then make you a success.
Yeah, and then also, seeing all my friends, get either locked up or murdered, I came to the conclusion that I didn't want that anymore. I didn't want that life.
Beautiful. That's amazing. And that's the problem with a lot of kids that are growing up in the urban cities, is that they don't have that guidance. They have to learn everything on their own.
Yeah.
Just being real, a lot of times we're raised by single mothers.
Yep.
Our father's not in the picture.
Yep.
So it takes guidance to actually, help us grow as a person.
Yep. That's exactly my life. Single mother, 3 sisters, me, I'm the only boy. Growing up in a culture where fashion and your appearance means everything, and not having things that you want. You go to school and you feel out of place. Then you get picked on. It's a cycle. That's exactly how it goes. You get picked on and teased. You don't respond well to public criticism. Then you hate school. You're not learning. You won't the freshest gear, so your mom can't get it. You go out there and get it yourself. Then you're not learning, and then when it's time for you to interact with society, you don't have a diploma. So you left out. You stuck. So when people don't give you a chance based on your education, you stuck, and you left to do the only thing you know how to do.
So going out to Australia was a blessing in disguise. I mean, that changed your entire life.
Yes, it did, because playing basketball in America, it's different. Like, you gotta have good grades and you gotta maintain your grades to play basketball. I was talented in basketball when I dropped out of school in year 9, and I was in the streets for 4 years. Nobody came to me and offered me a scholarship because I was a great student. They offered me a scholarship because I was talented. So I used my talent to get out of the neighborhood. Once you dominate the community, it's time to move on. Everybody knew I was good, so you gotta eventually take it to that next level. I went to school in North Carolina, Longburg Prep, with a legendary coach. Did well. Was fortunate to get a scholarship, to Long Island University, Southampton, and Hamptons Division II. Had a great career there, and right after that, through connects that I made in college, I was able to go to Australia, because a friend of mine was a sophomore, and his name is John Watson. He's from Australia. A great friend of mine, a big brother to me, Bobby Cunningham. He was already playing there, and he was the husband of John's sister. So when they came to visit, I was a small guard, and players like me wasn't around at that time, so I was a necessity, and I was interesting to watch. So
you was cracking the ankles over there.
Cracking them. So I just took advantage of the situation, man, and just met a lot of nice people along the way.
Beautiful, man. It's a great story, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yo, so when you were always spitting out here?
Yeah, I was
just on the block, hanging out.
Yeah, on the block, I would write things down. I had a couple of notebooks, and every kid that grow up, the things we see MTV, BET, and we see NBA. We either want to be that athlete or we want to be that rapper.
Straight up.
But it's
or cop.
All cop. So you got all the steps that you got to take in between that. So you see your heroes on TV. You say, I can do that. you write things down, or you either go to the park and emulate moves and stuff like that. So I was just that kid that had my hands in a lot of things that was appealing to me, you know, sports and music. So.
Well, you had in the song "Nice," you had mentioned that you were Joe Budden of Peoples.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to him? And has he given you any kind of words of wisdom or acknowledgement?
I haven't spoke to Joe since '07. That was the last time I was home. But when I saw him, he still showed love, and he still, you know, gave me a big hug and all that. And at that time, Chase Baker, the artist, wasn't really developed. So, but we still had our laughs about basketball, and you know, I just see from him and other artists the hard work it takes to be successful in the game. You gotta write, and you gotta write stuff that people will listen to, and you know, make it interesting.
So even though you haven't spoken to him, he speaks to you through his actions. Through other people also do their actions, through what they do, through their work ethic.
Yeah, and people like that come into your life. Sometimes you might not see them for a few years, but when you see them, it's still the same love. You still pick up right where you left off. I got a lot of friends from college that we the same way. I haven't seen them for years. Shout out to CMB. I hear y'all.
Yo, you know what? As a matter of fact, let's just go into that nice song real quick.
Yeah.
Let's let the people hear it. And yeah, that's what it is. So you listen to Hip Hop Save the World with the R. Chase Baker's in the building.
Oh, you already know.
Alright, we're gonna drop that real quick. Be right back.
Everybody, anything he did because he the best I he nice. You ain't nice, then he best I do or die. She be best I do not try, cause you white.
It's your boy Notch, and right now you're listening to what? UrbanLatinoRadio.com. Log on.
And we back.
Yeah.
That was that song Nice. Let me tell you something about that hater that was on that said that right there. At the end of the rainbow, there's always a bucket for the gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, man. I'm just chasing it, man. Chasing the rainbow.
There's always gonna be haters around, man.
Yeah. I use that as positive energy, man. Just people that I gotta prove wrong, and you know, that's a huge advantage. The more people you got doubting you, man, it's like, you know, you want to prove them wrong. But that actually was my dude, like a
Yeah. I was listening to your other song, Appreciate Me. That was pretty fresh too.
Yeah, that was something I wrote, and around the time when I wrote I'm So Brooklyn, and I think it's gonna do big things. I think when the hood hear that, they're gonna stand up for it.
Like in the song, you talk about people acting shady. You know, like one day they give you love because you're chilling, you know, on TV, and then when you're not on TV no more, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like, how do you? Like, is there a way for you to test someone? Because I know I do a test on people. Like, is there a test that you do that shows you, okay, this person being real with me for me, rather than because I'm a ball player or because I'm a rapper or that kind of it?
Well, I think it comes down to a vibe, and you gotta go off of how you feel and how the person is around you. And I know they say, you know, keep your friends closer than enemies closer. You know, I firmly believe that if you're smart enough and you season, you know, to the game, and you'll know. Like you ain't just coming out the house, you'll know.
Your intuition will tell you.
Yeah, and I got a great family around me. My TMB family, I'll be about money by any means, Black Veil, Boogie Bear. I got a good family around me. So, you know, they help me. I got a lot of eyes around me, people watching for my best interest. So, and all my family in Brooklyn, man, like everybody supported me, my immediate family, Sean, Marquise, all my nephews and nieces. I got a great network around me.
And that's why you're so successful, man.
Yeah.
What part of BK you at?
Best not.
There you go, to a die.
All day.
But Best Side changed up though.
It did. I mean, I ain't been home since '07. A lot of things changed, but
You noticed it, huh?
yeah, I'm still motivated because like you still see the same things, but you know, you just gotta take what you can take from it.
Who's the dude rapping in the second verse?
The second verse, the chop and screw.
That's you?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Like
Chopped up.
just trying to drop some knowledge and different, be a little versatile with it.
You sound totally